Hey everybody, if you've been following me on Tesla, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a move today that's going to make me a bunch of money and also keep me a little bit safe. So here we go. So if you take a look at this chart and you see, this is a 15-minute chart. I normally don't use this, but it's instructive to show you kind of what the stock has done since it reported numbers. It went way up and way down and back all around, and I was protected by being way deep in the money. I'll show you that in just a second. Kind of traded around this range right here. It's just like a $10 range between, say, 412 and 390, something like that, you know, 10, 12, $15 range, whatever. Anyway, you're seeing it today. It's breaking out. Right now it's about 416. Now I'm going to flip to another screen and you're going to see why I am looking at this as a pretty good trade. So first of all, here's what I have in the account. So I've got the Tesla 325s long. You can see those have a decent delta, not a great delta, but 84. I don't love the delta because right now I'm in what's called a delta flip. Now I don't trade for the day. I trade for a long period of time, and I'm okay with a little bit of a delta flip. But the delta flip gives me a reason when this delta on my shorts is higher than my longs. It's telling me, hey Mark, it's time to make a move here. And here's why. So I sold these calls deep in the money and I got $35 or $3,500 a contract, okay? So that's a bunch of money came in. Now that wasn't all my money. A lot of that was in the money amount. So I got that money. Now I'm gonna have to pay that money back plus a little extra because it's even higher than when I did the trade. So you can see if I have to, pay to get out of this thing, it looks like a crazy $215,000 trade. But I get a bunch of money back because I'm going to be doing the next trade. Okay, so I'll show you that in just a second. But here's why I'm doing it. I got about, I think it was like $1,200 a contract in juice or $12 a share. Depends on what you use. I try to interchange them so you keep you on your toes. And so I got that money in $1,200, but now it's only worth $153 a contract, and I still have a whole week left, right? So why would I want to wait around to gain this $1.47 per share, $147 a contract? I don't want to wait, the only reason I would wait is because I would get this cushion. I have this huge cushion above 370. The stock could go all the way down to 370 and I wouldn't lose any money because I have all this in the money amount. But now it's kind of bumping up off the $400 level. It's at 416. So I'm going to roll, but I'm not going to roll all the way. So let's analyze what I'm doing. So I'm not going to obviously go to today's because they're expiring today. I'm going to go out a week and I'm going to look at what's going on. I like to make about $10 per contract or $1,000 per contract, I should say, $10 per share. So that's my juice column, my extrinsic column. So I'm going to look at that and go, well, if I go to the 410s, yes, I'm going to have to pay a lot of in the money amount to roll them up. That's okay with me because I'm after this, right? So it's going to cost me $1.46 to buy those back. Fine. I'm going to end up getting $10 to sell again. And then hopefully it won't drop back down to 410 because then I get caught in what's called a whipsaw. So, I'm looking at those. I may, before I pull the trigger here, I may talk myself into going to these 405s. But I think I want to roll to the 410s and see what happens. That's a good amount of juice there. There's a little bit more if you go higher. I could go next week too. And I lose flexibility the farther out I go. I get more juice, but I lose a little bit of flexibility. So I want to maintain that flexibility. So I'm going to probably roll these to the 410s. The stock is at 415.59 right now. So I'm good with that. It seems to be like a lot of interest in keeping Tesla up. Now, I have no idea. I'm not trying to predict that Tesla's doing this and Tesla's doing that and the stock's going to go higher this week or next week. I have no idea. I'm just in it for the juice. The $10.27 a share, the $1,000 a contract. That's what I'm in it for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, go to my monitor. This is Thinkorswim, by the way, if you're asking what trade platform I use. I think they're pretty good, but I use a lot of other ones. And a lot of people really like Thinkorswim, and a lot of people like Interactive Brokers, and a lot of people like TradeStation, a lot of people like E-Trade. I use Thinkorswim in this account. I got a bunch of other accounts, and I use a bunch of other ones. Doesn't matter. All right. So we've got these 370s, and they're pretty ripe, right? It's pretty close to time to roll them out. I could wait and I would still have that cushion. I don't want to roll them up all the way. So what I'm going to do is right mouse click here. I'm going to create a rolling order, okay? And it's going to build it at the bottom here. So I'm going to buy back those 45s that expire next week, okay? Those 45 contracts at 370. And I'm going to roll, what did we say? The 410s, right? I'm going to roll to those 410s. Now that's going to cost me some money to do. So let's see what it costs me, and we're going to make sure that we hopefully have enough money to do it. Yeah, it's going to cost me about $115,000, but that's okay. I already got a bunch of money in when I sold in the money, so I got to give some of that back and a little bit extra because the stock went higher. But I got the juice. Okay, I got 9 out of the 12 or 11 out of the $12 roughly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so now we did that, and let's just make sure that everything is cool. So I have 0 left of the 370s, and I'm now sitting at 410. My hope is that it stays at 410 or 410.20 or 411 or 415. But I don't really care if it goes to, 500. So if it rips higher, fine. If it rips higher, great. That means I'm making more money on this position, right? And I'm giving back the in the money amount on this position. They kind of offset with a little bit of delta slippage, but that's probably not going to happen where it rips up $100. And if it does, it does. I want the stock to go over my strike price. Those of you that are new to this way of thinking, you're thinking, oh no, you don't want it to go over your strike price, you're going to get exercise. Or, oh no, if it goes over your strike price, you're losing money. Neither one of those things is true. What is true is I'm in it for this amount of extrinsic value, okay? And it looks like I ended up doing the February 14th. It automatically put me out a week, so you can call me an idiot if you want because I didn't read back the order to myself. I always read back the order. In this case, I ended up getting $1,576 a contract instead of $1,000 a contract. Okay, so now I've got to hold it another week, but I got another $5 in cushion. That's not a bad option either. And it's also less work. Like I don't have to roll it unless I get another delta flip. Let's take a look at those deltas. Now the delta is 58 and the base position delta is 84. I'm pretty good for a while. So that's how that trade works out. So, okay, I should have read it back. There's a mistake there. I'm willing to show you my mistakes too, not re-record this whole thing. And, look, that's a good option. I might have done that option anyway. I did look at it before I turned the record button on. So I hope you're starting to understand that I got most of my juice. The stock went up. So as soon as I got my juice, I'm like, okay, why should I stay in it for that $1.42 that's left when I can get $1,500? Now I got to wait 2 weeks to get it, but still, that's still $700 a week per contract times 45 contracts. I hope you're getting the message. If not, go back and watch a few of these other Tesla trades. And if not, I have a really great series on MicroStrategy that starts on November 20th. And it's a whole playlist that's about 34 videos long now. And it shows you from the very beginning about this stock that was going crazy, way high, and it's been coming down, and I'm still in a profit position because I use the cash flow machine, this covered call system, this spread system, whatever you want to call it. I call it the cash flow machine because you put money in and it gives you cash flow out. That's what I'm trying to do. If you like what I'm doing here, give me a like, give me a subscribe, send this to your friends, give me some comments. I love good comments, and I try to answer every single comment. You probably know that by now if you've ever commented, because I think it's valuable to give back to the community, to teach people a different way of thinking, because this is not the way you normally think about covered calls. It's a totally different way of thinking, and I hope it's changing your brain a little bit, and I hope you understand what I'm doing and you can see how you can make money in the system. Hey, it's Mark Yagi, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do that right now. That would be a great favor to me, and plus it helps me get this material out to a lot of other people that might need it. I've got a little bit of a movement going on here, and I want to try to change the world one person at a time, showing them that you can make safe, reliable income from the stock market. And plus it helps to grow the channel a little bit. Also, if you would give me a thumbs up on the video and like it, great. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down, that's cool. But just tell me why you don't like it so I can get better. And then hit the notification bell so you can get these videos as soon as they come out, because a lot of times this is timely information and you want to get that information before it gets stale. The last thing is to join my free Insider Tips newsletter. There's a link below and you get everything in one spot. You get breaking news and analysis also. So that would be great if you could do that too. See you soon.